I'm at the top of Goyt Lane. Actually, I'm not. I'm halfway up Goyt Lane. I'm at the top of the long, steep bit of Goyt Lane. This is my first hill climb of the year. I have warmed up a fair bit. I have left this too long, so I don't have much to say. Rhiannon's part's just here by the marshals. It's going to be hard. There's a proper headwind for this one, which on such a long, steep, straight climb is going to be hard. But it's the same for everyone, so I'm just going to try and enjoy it. I've had 4 weeks off 2 weeks ago, so that was an error. But holidays are holidays, right? Wish me luck. Some admin as you watch me career down this lovely, straight, hugely visible hill. I've made a decision not to do anything clickbaity for this hill climb season. I think there's a lot of clicks to be gained from being like, my first hill climb of the season, you'll never guess what happened. But for people with small channels, I just think that's so embarrassing. So, none of that. I'm going to talk over a load of audio now as well. Mostly just me chatting with my mates, having a great time, catching up. You know, people talk about how amazing the British hill climb scene is and the community, and I've always thought that that community is separate to me, and I realised at this event that me seeing my friends at these events, that is the community. We're all part of the community, and it was awesome. So, really lovely. This is my first event of the season, and I was really doing it just as a form finder. You know, obviously I wanted to do well, but I was here to get it in my legs more than anything. So seeing this bunch of familiar faces was just the icing on the cake. And what a lovely location, fantastic climb, which I'll talk more about in a sec.
It's not back, but it's...
Okay, so the climb then. It's a long, steep straight, followed by a false flat / descent, second short steep, and then taper sprinty finish. So without further ado, here's my effort. We can see if I followed my serious pacing strategy or my taking the piss pacing strategy. Either way, I'm setting off too hard. We call this a top cat start because Tony's actually really good at them. He's got this like anaerobic reproducibility where he'll shoot off like a stabbed rat, to use a piglet phrase. But he can then settle in and go. I can't, so I start the same. I burn matches that I don't have to burn, and then I cave very quickly. Alex had told me you'd be surprised how quickly this long straight ends, and I probably would have been surprised by that, Alex, had I been able to do 450 watts all the way up it like you did. Unfortunately, I couldn't, so it felt like it went on a very long time for me. As soon as you come around these trees, it is quite painful to climb this hill because you can see your minute man, you can probably see your 2 minute man, given just the nature of the land, and you know that your minute man can also see you when you get out there, because it's so long and straight. So it's a bit of a mental battle, seeing a target that never seems to get any closer. But also, I can't complain, because that's the sort of hill that I love. There's no illusion that I just don't perform well on these sort of climbs. Really, this is the sort of thing that I should be performing well on in Wales and stuff. What's alarming is my heart rate. Now, I normally think heart rate's a nonsense metric, you just bang it, but it gets very high quite quickly and it stays very, very high, so it tells me that I was working very hard for these 400 watts, which, you know, I should be able to do a steady 400 for 5 minutes, maybe a bit more. I'm probably a kilo or two heavier than I want to be for hill climb season, just post-Canada and stuff. And I know, God, it's like Nick Bingo, I've said several times, oh, I had 4 weeks off before this, 2 weeks ago, guys, in case I hadn't hammered that in. Also, I broke my leg last year, just saying. But I think I hadn't appreciated how having those weeks off, and also I was ill when I got back, and I've had a lingering illness since then. I've not really properly allowed myself to recover. So the fact that I'm still somewhere around the 400 mark pushing on here, and I think it's sustainable, is actually quite good. I should have been quite happy with that, but when have I ever been happy with anything I've achieved ever in my life? That doesn't sound like me, does it? I think it's around here that the legs really felt, I mean, not good at all. I'd gone and done hill reps in Heswell on Wednesday, and I was doing reproducible sort of 370 to 380 watts for 5 minutes, and I did a few reps of that, and I just felt like I'm not even going to get close to my training reps power, which is bad. Here's Rhiannon. Always a shout out. Appreciate the support coming with me. We went to a bakery on the way here, made a little morning of it, which was really nice. Helps calm my nerves and also make me feel less like I'm, you know, neglecting every other responsibility in my life to do this. Me and Top Cat had warmed up here at the beginning, and he said you'll feel how much the gradient slackens off here, if you like. You know, you will feel that you accelerate as you come around this corner, and my metrics are slightly out, but unfortunately, because I was so tired, I used this opportunity for too much respite, and there's still a headwind, and you just don't gain the speeds that you would want, like 26, 27 kph. I suspect the people who are looking at winning this are getting up to 40 kph plus along here, because they don't sit at 200 watts. But look, my heart rate's still 180. I really, I could have put more power down if I'd got out the saddle, but I was thinking it's so windy, I don't really want to get out the saddle. Most importantly, I do come back to doing some power here. On my funny, not funny pacing strategy, I did say I'd just be trying to hold threshold here, and this is above threshold, so I guess in that respect I'm not too bad compared to that. The other thing Alex said is this bit's shorter than you think, and again, yeah, if I had your power, mate, I'm sure it would have been, but he was right. Actually, this steep bit, it feels so painful, and if I was in good form, some of the summer hill climbs I did, this would be where I'm going. Well, I'm going to stamp high power 450, 500 even, just round here to really eke out every advantage I can, but I couldn't. Something I forgot people do at British hill climbs is they have the start sheet and they cheer you on by name even though they don't know you, and those people on the left were shouting, "Come on Nick, you can do it," and I just love it. Like, I just love it. This community and this scene is amazing. I'll not stop singing its praises. Needed to push on here. This bit, because it gets steeper and steeper, gets slower and slower, so you think you're getting closer, but you're slowing down, okay? Over there, I had to sit down. I went for a seated sprint, and I unclipped here. That's because my cleats are loose after breaking my leg. I've never tightened them again. I need to do that at this point. I don't need them that loose anymore. So sorry that I was a disappointment there. My effort was okay, I think. I reckon I'll take, 384 watts for the 5.5 minutes, but it's a shame. Enough for me to be 16th. Probably would have been 15th if I hadn't unclipped. Huge congratulations to Tony, Beamer, and especially Alex for their performances. It's great to see. Alex and I used to have a rivalry, but I don't think that'll be a problem this season, because he's got much better than me. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Sorry it's not more professional. Next week is Brickworks and Nevo Road. There'll be videos of them, and I'll just give you an outro of some stuff I filmed. There'll be no talking over it. You can just watch some of the other competitors go. I did try to live stream Feather's effort, and I just was an old man and couldn't press the buttons in time, so we have no footage of Feather. Sorry about that. Right, thanks very much for watching.
Go on, TC! Doing well, mate. Yeah, looking good for the camera. Going strong, mate. Beautiful bike, Tony. Up, up, up. He's just cycling. Just riding a normal road. Go on, Beamer. Doing well, mate. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Looking so composed. This seems like a good spot for a quick debrief. This is only like halfway up. I'd be lying if I said I was delighted with my performance, but for the first climb of the season, I'd be silly if I got too annoyed about it either. Yeah, power was a bit low. I had 4 weeks off 2 weeks ago, so I need to let myself off a little bit. I think I was okay, somewhat in the mix of people I want to be in the mix with, so can't complain too much. And what a day, what a hill. Right, I'll see you at the next one.